Hi everyone, it's Danny and today's video is going to be my October favourites video, and I didn't film a favourites video for September, so I have quite a few favourites this month. There's quite a good mixture of makeup, skincare, body care and fashion, so I hope you enjoy it and I'll just get cracking so this video isn't too long. So starting off with makeup, there have been two foundations that I've been loving this month, and the first one is a drugstore foundation and it's the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and this is what I use for college because I don't really like to use my higher end foundations for college where I'm just going in for a short while and I don't really need my skin to look all that nice. So I've been using this and it does make my skin look really lovely. It's sort of a light to medium coverage, so it doesn't cover everything but it just looks really natural and covers some of the minor imperfections and the discoloration and things like that. So I really do like this. I would say that it lasts quite a long time on my skin, which is really good for a drugstore foundation, and this is probably the best drugstore foundation I've tried other than the L'Oreal Luminous. So I really do recommend it if you're looking for a sort of light to medium coverage foundation that's just quite natural looking and is quite affordable. And the next one is quite an expensive foundation, and it is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I originally bought this for prom and special occasions, but I have been reaching for it on an almost daily basis, which is worrying me that it's going to run out quite soon, but I absolutely love it. It's probably my favourite foundation at the moment, and I would just say that this gives your skin a really lovely sort of satin finish. It's not dewy, but it just gives you sort of a lit from within glow, which is quite natural, and it lasts a really long time on my skin. And I would say it's sort of a medium coverage, but you can build it up, but I can also sheer it out. I have it on today. I have the jouer luminizing moisture tint on underneath for some SPF, but this just gives your skin such a lovely finish and it looks really natural, and nothing else I can really say about it except from it's amazing. And another base product I've been loving is the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer, and I stopped using this for a while in summer because I did find it was a bit heavy and it would sort of crease a little bit in the heat, but now that it's a bit colder this is just perfect. It covers sort of not everything, but it just covers all the darkness and it looks kind of natural, I would say. It doesn't look like you've got loads of concealer on. This is a really good match for me, that's probably why it looks quite natural under the eyes, and it doesn't crease at all if I powder it, and it's just really lovely and quick to use. The next makeup thing I've been loving is quite a newbie, but I absolutely love it already, and it is the Jouer highlighter in Champagne. I think this is the only one they do at the moment in the UK on Cult Beauty anyway, and it's just this really gorgeous champagne-y highlight and it just looks really nice. I've got it on today on the tops of my cheekbones and on the inner corners, and it just gives you a really lovely glow and it blends in really seamlessly, and I would say it doesn't look natural but it doesn't look like you've caked on loads of product, which is really nice. And so I definitely recommend this, and I do find it lasts quite a long time on my skin, so I absolutely love it. The next product is an eyeshadow, and it's one that I've got on today, and it is MAC Antiqued eyeshadow, and it's this one here in my quad. It's just a really lovely sort of bronzy red coppery eyeshadow. This is it swatched if you can see it better. I absolutely love it. It's just quite a lovely autumn colour because it has that red in it rather than being all bronzy and goldeny, so I really love it and it looks really nice paired with sort of dark brown eyeshadows to create a smoky eye. And obviously I've got it on in the daytime, and I do think it's daytime or evening appropriate, and it's quite a nice one to go for if you find coppering from MAC too red, because I find that can be quite red and slightly pink in some lights, so I do really like this one because it still has the bronze to it. And then finally for makeup is this lipstick, and it's MAC Freckletone lipstick, and this is just a really lovely peachy nude. It's quite sheer, so it doesn't sort of blank out your lips completely. You still can see a bit of your natural lip colour shining through, but it just gives them a really nice peachy nude tint, and it's really glossy and moisturising, and it just finishes off your lips if you're wearing sort of a smoky eye. That's what I've been wearing it a lot for, because I have been wearing quite a lot of smoky eyes this month because obviously it's getting a bit colder and I like to experiment with eyeshadow more when it's colder rather than bold lips. So this is what I've been pairing with it, just to sort of finish off the look but not have anything too overpowering on the lips, and I definitely recommend it. You do have to top it up quite a lot because it is so glossy, but I don't mind that because it is quite moisturising and easy to apply without a mirror anyway. The next two things aren't makeup but they're brushes, so I will put them in here, and they're these two brushes which I bought recently. The first one is an H&M eyeshadow brush. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's just the brown fluffy one, which is quite sort of flat on the side but just fluffy on the top, and I really like this. I use the flat side to sort of pack on the colour on my lid, and then I can use the end to blend it out, so it's just really quick and easy to use. And then the next one is the powdered blush brush from number 7. I got this in Boots, and it's just the perfect size for contouring if I don't want too much of a harsh contour, and it's really great for applying blush just where I want it on my cheeks. So I really recommend both these brushes, and they're quite affordable too. Next up is skincare, and I have 3 skincare things to show you, and the first one is the Keihls Overnight Biological Peel, and this is very similar to H Liquid Gold in what it does, in that it's an overnight exfoliating treatment, but I think I much prefer this because it's a serum, so it's much easier to apply because you can apply it with your fingers rather than a cotton pad. And it also works much better, I think. It feels gentler on the skin, but it does give me much more of a glow, and my skin feels a lot softer and smoother and plumper when I use this. It's not quite as good at decongesting, but I do use the H Liquid Gold for that on other nights, but I do find myself using this one more because of the glow it gives and how smooth it leaves my skin. And then I find when I pair it with an oil, this is also one of my favourites, it's the Clarins Blue Orchid Face Treatment Oil. I find that when I pair these two together, it just gives my skin a really good dose of hydration and really ups the glow levels come mornings. So I really love these two together, but I love them separately as well. And why I really love this oil in particular is because it is for dehydrated skin, so it really does leave my skin really hydrated and soft and plump, and it also makes my skin really glowy come morning, so I absolutely love it for that. And then the final skincare thing is the UB Moisturising Skin Cream, and this is from Space & K, and I had a sample of this and I used it on my lips because my lips were really dry and flaky, and it's completely cleared them up, and with continuous use it hasn't really been coming back. So I bought the full size and I absolutely love this, and I had to include it in my favourites because this is just an amazing cream to use anywhere where you have dry patches, so on your elbows, on your lips, on your knees or anything like that. It's just really amazing to have, and I think it's a staple for your collection because you always need something to get rid of dryness because everyone gets dry at some point in their life. And then moving on to sort of body things, these are both for the bath, and the first one is the Soap & Glory Sugar Crush Body Wash, and I got this quite a while ago for my birthday, but I've recently started using it a lot more and I really love it. It has a really lovely lime zingy scent which really wakes you up or just makes you feel really refreshed and clean, so I really love it, and it foams up really nicely, and it's just really lovely to use. And this is such a big bottle, it's lasted such a long time, so I definitely recommend getting it because although it is a little bit more expensive, it does last ages. And then the next thing I just have a sample of, but I will be buying this full size shortly, and it is the Ren Moroccan Rose Otto Bath Oil, and I got this on Cult Beauty when I ordered a certain amount of products, and they gave you a sort of goodie bag, and this was in the goodie bag, and I absolutely love it. You just pour a little bit into your bath and it just makes the water a little bit creamy but not too much, and it really fills the room with a really lovely soothing rose scent, so I absolutely love it, and it's really relaxing and it does leave your skin feeling really moisturised, so I really do love this. And then I have a few hair care things because now that it's coming to winter, I do like to focus on my hair a lot more because in the summer it would just be really hot and I didn't like to bother with my hair too much, but now I do like to style it a lot more and pay more attention to it. So the first two things are shampoos and conditioners, and it's the Bumble & Bumble Creme de Coco line, and I have a review of this on my blog, but I really like these because they're really moisturising, but they really make my hair feel clean, and they just leave it quite soft and silky without being too conditioned, because sometimes I find that if I use sort of protein conditioners too much, it can sort of have an adverse effect and make my hair just feel dry still. So I do like to use these sort of in between using my deep conditioners and things like that, and they just keep my hair really hydrated and lovely feeling, so I really recommend these. And then the next two things are styling products, and the first one is the Living Proof Straight, and this is a styling hairspray, so you just spray this into your hair, either damp or dry, before you straighten it, and it just leaves your hair really straight and smooth. And I really love this because my hair can get quite frizzy in this kind of weather because it can be quite sort of damp in the air in the winter and autumn. So I have been using this and it has been keeping my hair a lot straighter and smoother, and it makes my hair a lot easier to straighten as well. So I really love this, and I recommend it if you have sort of frizzy hair that's quite stubborn. And then the next thing is something a lot of bloggers and YouTubers love, and it is the Obey Dry Texturizing Spray, and I only have the little one, but I could feel it coming to the end, and so I'm going to have to purchase a full size, which is just so expensive, but it does really work, and I absolutely love it and rely on it now, and it just gives my hair such a lovely dose of texture and volume, and I absolutely love it. I haven't got it in today, but I have been using it the past few days, and it does sort of linger around in your hair, so I didn't find I had to put any more in today, but it's just really lovely because it gives your hair a little bit of texture and grip, so it's easier to style and it holds itself in place, and it just makes it feel a lot bigger and fuller, and it just looks more messy and undone, which I really like. So I really recommend this, and you can use it as a dry shampoo as well, so it can save you having to wash your hair every day. And then the next thing, I have no idea how I'm going to show you, but it is this fur jacket from H&M. It's and everything will be in the down bar, so you can check that out as well. And do like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time.